Yoshi! I got to play Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, and I can finally share it with you. So if you've been curious about the actual gameplay, watch this video. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book is about Yoshi jumping into a magical, talking book that's full of strange creatures and worlds. Inside the book, he explores different chapters, meets creatures with special abilities, and uses them to solve puzzles and progress through the adventure. Yoshi! This isn't like a typical Yoshi game. This is more of a puzzler exploration type game. So you're focused less on the health bar aspect of a game and more on the actual exploration and finding all the secrets. This is super fun for me. It's fun because they have introduced some new mechanics. You can have characters ride on your back by tail whipping. This is something new that we haven't seen before, and it actually works really, really well. When you have a character riding on your back, you can actually interact with your surroundings in a different way. So depending on what character you have on your back, depends on how you're going to interact with, let's say, blooming flowers, which can be different colors, depending on who's on your back. After your chapter, you actually get to put all of your explorations into your book. This is cool because now you can customize the name of the things that you find. So maybe I don't want Shy Guy to be Shy Guy, but Steve. Trying to figure out how to interact with things is really fun actually in this game. Even if you do things like you find an apple and you knock it off a tree, then you can actually feed it to other creatures and they have different abilities depending on what you give them. This was one of my favorite levels. It's a music level where you jump on the lily pad in order to make a different sound. But what's really fun is the way that they've done the puzzles inside of this level where you're actually creating a song. Cardia. Guys, I spent way too much time trying to create my own song. I am so excited to see what the community does with this because you know that there are super creative musicians out there who are going to create like the full Mario theme. If you've ever jumped on a music note in Mario, then you know that this can be a little difficult with timing. I was not the best at jumping on these, but I did finally finish this puzzle. This one was really cool because the physics with these little dandelions was super fun to play with. And the more that you play around with the elements in the level, the more you discover the abilities that it can do. It's never just one thing. So for example, these dandelions can suck out the moisture in items, allowing it to weaken the rock in order for us to jump on it. And look, I created these giant dandelions somehow. I still don't really know how I did that, but just playing around allows you to do things like that. Also, you do have to be careful with what you eat, because sometimes if you eat the wrong thing or the wrong character, then you have to wait for it to respawn or start the level again. So there is some kind of risk, even if there's not a health bar. And don't worry, there's still other elements in here from Mario. We have the Shy Guys. I was so excited to see the Shy Guys. What are you gonna name your Shy Guys? I'm thinking Kyle? Should we make that canon? The actual art and animation in this game, I was so impressed by. I'm a big visual game player. I love heavy RPGs. So being able to see unique art styles like this, I really do appreciate how it feels when you actually play through the story. It did feel like I was playing through a storybook. Putting them on your back is so cute. I love this level because it's a little bit chaotic. And they have the watermelon back. I don't know about you, but I love this power. Being able to spit watermelon seeds is so fun. I love that they bring a lot of the mechanics back from the other Yoshi games so that you can build on your skill. I feel like I struggled with this mini boss way too hard. Look who they brought back. I was so excited to see the mouse. I mean, excited and not excited because it's also a real big pain in the butt when it steals something from you and it runs like the dickens. This little pesky mouse. It causes chaos in the best possible way. So the interaction between characters in this game is super fun too. If I pick up the bandit with my tail whip and I throw him into a small space, he can actually fit and steal whatever is in that space. And then I can follow up and get it. And look, little Bowser Jr. is here in this game. Look at this stinking Warthog drill. Okay, the mechanics for this are clunky, but in a good way. So it really does mean that you get to run around and just cause chaos, but you do have control over it in order to get it to go where you want it to go. This is very reminiscent of Donkey Kong, but the newer ones where they have that chaos mechanic really figured out. Listen, if I can control this Warthog, you can control this Warthog. And look, there is boss battles. I was curious how they would do this since it's more of an exploration game, but the game does have an overall story, and you have a purpose driving you from one chapter to the next, not just exploration. So this means that this game can be fun for, let's say, a 4-year-old who doesn't have the dexterity to stay away from bad guys yet, but also for, you know, the adult in the room that wants to do more than explore, but have a challenge as well. It's fun. As you explore the chapter, you actually look for the character that you don't know yet, and that's how it gets you into a new level. And that's Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. If you like to 100% a game and you like to explore, then you're actually going to love this new Yoshi game. Getting hands-on with it was really fun. It has a lot of the creativity of the previous games in the series. I loved Yoshi's Woolly World. The Crafty World was fun too, and this has that visual art style that's unique for gameplay. The glaring difference right now is that there is no health bar, which can be a really good thing, especially if you're trying to find a game that is very family friendly. I will definitely buy this game and bring it over to my nephews. He's 4, so he likes challenge, but not too much challenge. If he's dying over and over again, it's not fun. But also my 13-year-old wants to play this game because the exploration is super fun. The discoveries that you have to make and the way that you have to get things to interact with each other to make those discoveries, that's what's really fun and challenging. But if you like to 100% a game and you like to try all of the weird things where you're like, that probably shouldn't work, then this is a really good game for you. It comes out in 1 month. It comes out May 21st. So we are in the final month. Yoshi!
One day, on the island where Yoshi and his friends live, a talking book named Mr. E suddenly falls from the sky. It looks like the book has information within its pages about unusual creatures. But it can't actually see what's written down. So Yoshi jumps in to help investigate. First, let's study this flower-like creature. We found it right away. It tastes kind of sweet. You can carry this creature on your back. Touch flower buds with it, and they'll bloom. As you wander through the book, you'll make all sorts of discoveries about the creatures you find. And those discoveries will be written down. Hey, we found some dandelions. Touch them and they'll scatter in the air. Oh no, that creature is stuck. It seems like the dandelions can absorb nutrients. Oh, they can even cause rocks to crack. Thanks to them, we were able to break the rock. It looks like there are still lots of unusual creatures residing within the book. A page-turning adventure awaits. Yoshi and the Mysterious Book launches on Nintendo Switch 2 next spring.